One other thing that we were able to enjoy quite a lot last year, but has caused Villa fans a bit less enjoyment so far this season, is our WSL side, the Aston Villa Women's, who were remarkable last year. Carla Ward did such a good job to build that squad up, get them up to 5th in the WSL. Currently, this season, sit bottom of the league, and sadly Ward under a bit of pressure, which to me feels bizarre. I think we know that she's the right person for the job. It's a difficult start to the season, but what have you made of Villa Women's start?
Slightly frustrating, I'd say. I went to the Spurs game, and we were so good for the first 20 minutes, like Leon and they were just like so vibrant, and Blinkhill Brown was running the game, and we just had a complete mare defensively. So it's been frustrating to see, because last season, like you say, we were sort of the best of the rest, weren't we? So we wanted to like kick on and do well, but I think the fact that only one team can go down, we just need to win our Conti Cup game, get some confidence, and then win the next league game, and you got 3 points, and a couple more points, you might be mid-table. So they've just got to get their act together quite quickly. But it's been a bit frustrating to watch.
It is, but I do think the panic has been overstated. If you look at it, we've played 5 of the current top 6 in our first 5 games, and that is a nightmare start to any season. Our next 3 league games are 3 of the bottom 5. So all of a sudden, you could have 9 points on the board. We're missing Kenza Darley still, and her impact last season was just outstanding. And they did a lot of recruitment in the summer as well. Like you mentioned, Leon, that's a player that will settle into that squad and contribute massively throughout the season. But I feel like it's been more unfortunate and just bad timing for most of these fixtures. The officiating in the United game at the start of the season was woeful. We hit Arsenal as Beth Mead was returning, and that was a game that we nearly had 3 points there. Thomas is in mad form for Spurs and spanked us there. And then we get Chelsea when they find out Emma Hayes is leaving. So hopefully it's all timing, and we'll start to see Villa Women's back up the top of the league soon.
Yeah, definitely. Like you say, there's been tough games, and they just need to find that consistency, don't they? And start winning some games again, because last year it was really enjoyable to watch, wasn't it? And
Absolutely.
I think the fact that now they're getting like, I think one of the games so far this year they had like 12,000, which was the most that they've ever had. So the Villa following is growing, and I think what they don't want to do is have a mare and then people drop off, and they need to keep riding that crest. So I think they've just got to get back on track and get them wins as quick as they can.
Yeah, I think off the back of the World Cup as well, you always want to capitalise in this country with your domestic football. So although the Lionesses narrowly missed out, the attention that was drawn to it, the WSL was really capitalising on that. And a bit like Villa in the men's game, where you've got the league really coming to a head, and you've got teams that are coming out of nowhere to really compete at the top. You're trying to compete with the likes of not just the normal top 4, but Newcastle and Spurs. You want to be in that conversation and not fall out of it. Otherwise, you find yourself in mid-table obscurity for a long time. And it's the same with the women's team. The more the WSL gains traction, the bigger that gap could get between the traditional big sides. So I do hope that Carla Ward keeps her job, and we can see some success in the women's team soon.